Hello everyone. Figured I'd come on today and do a quick dirty tutorial of my OBS layouts and stuff. I've had some interest in how I do stream raiders and the game at the same time, and then the transitions between the two of them. So I figured, why not? I got time this morning, so I figured I'd go ahead and do it. Hopefully this time my mic is not muted. This is the second time I've recorded this video, so yay. But I have downloaded the new OBS. I haven't switched to it because it doesn't play with the plugins. I don't like bugs, so I don't deal with it. But so as you can see on the screen, I've got stream raiders up in the corner, and I've got Pro. Okay, well, you can't see it now because it's not showing on this OBS, but I have stream raiders up in the corner, and I have the marbles game. That way everybody can see the battlefield, even if it's small. Everybody has plenty of view of the game playing itself, and I don't have a bunch of crap covering the game. So this overlay works for me. A lot of people use this very similar overlay, but I'm going to show you how I have it simplified. As you can see down here, this is my marbles layout. It's only for marbles. I don't play any other games on this particular layout. But I have like all of my my text stuff that I put up on the screen when I'm doing, cleanups in Last GP and all that stuff. I have that stuff there so that it's not in the way, especially because I don't use it, until the end of stream usually. I have the top layer of the game. I have my background, which is the background behind the games. That's what I use to match Bobby Joe's colors. And then I have my base layer, and that's it. It's the only thing I have on this overlay. It's simple, it's clean. I know where everything is. So, and I have the same layout. This is my Phasmo tab. This is my 2-point campus layout. As you can see, it's all identical. Every single one of these overlays is identical. And top layer, game, base layer. Anything specific, like the text for cleanups and stuff, you can throw in there as well. That's game specific. So as far as that goes, and then if I come over to this scene, this is where, as you can see in the corner, I've got marbles up here. If you're looking at the tutorial part, just ignore the other one. But you got marbles up here, and stream raiders would be fully captured here. But my layout is exactly the same on both scenes. Now the way I've done this, and again, top layer, base layer, I've got stream raiders, my color source for the background, and the marbles game. So I've got both of my games in here. So the way that I do this and have the easy transition is, obviously I have all of my overlays set up exactly the same. That way when I transition, there's no scuffing. It looks clean, it looks precise, and it looks nice. No matter what game you're playing, no matter what extra stuff that you have. So basically the way I've done this, let's go to this one, is I have a scene with just the marbles game. I have a scene with just the Phasmo game. I have a scene with just 2-point campus. Now the reason I do this is because it keeps the game active in OBS. And I have a stream raiders one around, there you go. I got stream raiders, which has all of my little guys in it and the stream raiders overlay. And the reason I do this is because it keeps the game active on OBS, so that when you switch from scene to scene to scene, whether you're going to your break screen, whether you're going to your starting screen, no matter what scene you're going to, it keeps the game active at OBS. That way OBS doesn't have to use resources to pull the game back into your setting again, or your overlay again. Which I don't know how many out there have had this problem, but I know with marbles especially, I'd have to go back into the game capture and I'd have to recapture it. And the reason I have separate scenes for each of my games is because it's a pain in the butt to have to go into the file and switch it to a different game every time. Whereas this, no matter what I'm playing, I've got the overlay already set up. So it works great for that. But this will save sources. It will also help with any CPU or GPU issues because the game's already loaded. Your computer does not have to find this file and reconfigure it. So as far as my overlay setups go, I have a base layer. This has all the stuff that is going to be on every overlay, no matter what. It's got like my sound alerts. It's got basically stuff that I'm not too fussed about whether it is on top or not. Especially like sound alerts, a lot of them, the window has to be there, but there's actually no visual thing to it. I'm sorry, that was my top layer. Sorry, my bad. Professional tutorialist here, let me tell you. Okay, sorry. This is my top layer. This has all the stuff that I want to make sure is on top no matter what. It's got my Bobby Joe, it's got my guides, it's got the Stream Raiders overlay. And then I have my base layer, which just has my Marbles overlay, my Stream Raiders overlay, and my follower goal. Stuff that is off to the side, it's not going to get moved, it doesn't need to be interacted with, none of that. So what I do is on each game, I've got the top layer, I've got the game, I've got the base layer. And so when you start a new one, we'll say Pokemon. When you start a new scene for whatever game that you're playing, all you gotta do is go to add scene. You do your base layer. You do your top layer. Boom. Half your overlay is done. All your sound alerts are done. All your, interactive stuff is done. You don't have to sit there for half an hour every time you do a new overlay, fiddling with trying to remember what all you need to bring into that scene. It's already there. It's already set up. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. It's done. So, and you'll see like I have the Bamboozle wheel. I have that on its own scene. The giveaway, I have that on my own scene. That doesn't count because I don't have the giveaway active at the moment. All my audio, my sound effects, my stream deck, my Dixper alerts, all that is all on one spot. Rando clips, shout outs, all this stuff is its own scene. That way it's really simple. All I gotta do is drag it into my new overlay. I don't have to worry about going and hunting for the file on my computer. It's there. It's done. And that way, all I gotta do is I can click on whatever tab it is, or whatever overlay it is, that I have the game up on. And I don't have to worry about going back in and refreshing it, because the game is already active in OBS. For the sounds, I have put in my Discord the link for the OBS plugin that I use. I don't know if it's still going to be working with the new OBS. I haven't tried it yet. But it helps me, because basically it captures the sound from the game itself versus capturing the desktop audio. And it's a lot easier. I don't have to fuss with it. I can separate everything out that I need to. A prime example is like my Let's Go tab. Why is that not showing it? Hold on. Okay, well, I'm not sure why it's not. It might just not be big enough. But on my other OBS, I have a thing that's capturing Google. Because when I play marbles, I tend to drop with other people. So I've got a audio thing that I can monitor that has Google in it, but I have it muted. And it's one program versus having to have 50 audio cables. And it works so much better. But aside from that, I think that pretty much covers the basics. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to DM me or hit me up in the Discord. I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have. I hope this at least kind of shows you the basics of what you're looking for. And explains how I have Stream Raiders and Marbles or Phasmo or whatever up on the screen. So with that, I think that'll do it. So remember, everybody, to be amazing to yourselves, be amazing to each other. Have a great night, week, year, whenever, wherever you are. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you later.